Hi, I'm Barry Sahajian. Welcome to the Essential Bass Theory tutorial series. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of my new upcoming videos. I produce a video every week. On the first Essential Bass Theory lesson, I covered some of the basic terminology to help better understand the rest of what I'm going to cover. I also covered the structure and shape of a major scale. On this lesson, I continue on with our first flat key of F and sharp key of G. I showed you that a major scale is made up of two tetrachords, a lower tetrachord and an upper tetrachord. The example I used was in C, where there are no sharps and flats. Building tetrachords on any notes other than C, sharps and flats occur to accommodate the shape of the tetrachords. We start with the key of F. F is a flat key and has one flat, B flat. I am using an illustration of a piano keyboard because it is easier to visualize the placement of the sharps and flats as they occur. To review, a tetrachord has a shape with two whole steps and a half step. Notice when I start on F and move a whole step, I am on the G. That will be the first interval of the tetrachord. The second interval is also a whole step, which brings us to A. When I move a half step from A, notice it will become a B flat. It is important to note that in the key of F, the accidental B flat occurs on the fourth degree of the scale. This repeats in each flat key as you go through the circle. Let's build tetrachords on G. G is a sharp key and has one sharp, F sharp. Notice on the lower tetrachord in the key of G, there are no accidentals. The whole step, half step, shape, fits, and no accidentals occur. The same scenario repeats on all sharp keys. On the upper tetrachord, it does not fit because a sharp will occur when you move a whole step from E. Notice that the F sharp will occur on the seventh degree of the G scale. When you move to the next sharp key, D, another sharp will occur on the seventh degree of the D scale, a C sharp. On each new sharp key, as you go through the circle, there will be an additional sharp occurring on the seventh step of the scale of the key that you were in. Next on the agenda is the chords of a major scale. From each degree of the major scale, there is a chord. You would have a 1 chord, a 2 chord, a 3 chord, etc. up to the seventh. In a major key, there are 3 major chords. There are 3 minor chords. The minor chords are on 2, 3, and 6. Second degree of the scale, third degree of the scale, and 6th degree. The major chords are on the 1st degree, the 4th degree, and the 5th degree. Now it's time to put our new knowledge to work. Let's analyze a song. I'm going to take a simple pop song by the Beatles, Let It Be, and we'll analyze the first 8 measures and then transpose it to another key. Okay, here we go. One of the things I'd like to point out to beginners, and I include this in myself when I was beginning to learn theory, is how you view chord changes. I know that without theory, you would usually view it a C to a G, an A minor to an F, and you'd think of it horizontally, how one chord leads to another, and depending on what you come up with, you have to find something to relate it so you can remember it. So now that is going to all change. We are relating the chord changes to the root at all times with a number and a distance away from the root. I'd like to explain to you what's going on in that first measure in the vertical red box. Okay, at the top we have the Roman numeral 1, which is the 1 chord. The symbol you use in chords are Roman numerals, as I discussed previously. Then we have C. That's the chord. It's a C chord. Okay, that next row down there is for a thought process only, how you would think about what the chord number is. This is a very simple breakdown, and things get more complicated as you go along, but I like to start at the very beginning. You're just counting up the scale. 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, 4th degree, 5th degree in this case. C, D, E, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're looking at measure 2 and measure 3. a G to an A minor, or a 5 chord to a 6 chord. Notice the first horizontal row. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which would become the A minor. Now, not to be confused, because I say 1 and you're looking at G. The 1 is still C. We are referencing the root to the 6th degree of the scale, which happens to be an A minor. We are still thinking C to find the distance between the root and the chord itself, which is a 6. We'll take a look at one more. This is the A minor going to the F. Once again, I'd like to go through the two columns, the two red columns. It is a 6 chord, Roman numeral V and I, and then it is an A minor chord. And once again, this horizontal row with the numbers refers to what the F is starting from the root. So C, D, E, F. 4 letters makes this a 4th. Okay, the next thing we have here is we turned this 8 measures of Let It Be into numbers only. Now there is no key. It's just numbers. And you get it, kind of learn this set of numbers if you plan on transposing, and you'll be able to play this in any key very simply without thinking, pretty much. So you have a 1, a 5, a 6, a 4, a 1, a 5, a 4 to 1. Next, we're going to do the transposing. We're going to transpose this Let It Be segment to the key of F from the key of C we just worked in. So you can see here, we are in the key of F because we have 1 flat right there. 1 flat in the key of F, B flat. So what I'm going to do is we'll find the 1 chord. That's easy enough. We're in the key of F, and the root is F. The 1 chord is F. That's easy enough. Now the 5 chord, we need to figure out what the 5 chord. I know I'm oversimplifying this, but this is the method in slow motion and broken down as simple as you can get it. Okay, we've figured out that the 5 chord in the key of F is a C chord, and we did it by counting F, G, A, B flat, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let us put in our C, and I'll do that with the text editor, if you don't mind me taking an extra second. And we'll put that, grab that C by itself, put it up here. We'll get rid of this. We don't need that anymore. Okay, we have our 5 chord. Let's work on 6. So we have to count up 6 letters from F, and let's see if we can do that. Okay, here it is right there, right in where it's supposed to be. F, G, A, B flat, C, D. So the D is the 6th degree of your F scale. D is the winner. We now found our 6th chord, which is a D minor. Next chord on the 4th measure would be a 4 chord. So let's do our usual procedure and count up from F, 4 letters. F, G, A, B flat. I have that on our text editor somewhere. And let's move it over. Okay, there you go. Now, we have the 1 chord on the 2nd system. We have the 1 chord, the 5 chord, the 4 chord, and the 1 chord. We need to know what those chords are. That's simple. We've already done all of those above here. So all you have to do is, let's see, the 1 chord, that would be an F, right? I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think it will be an F. There's your F. Let's take the F and move it down to here. And then the 5 chord is the same as this. This is a 5 chord, so let's put a C in right here. The C in. We got our C, and now we have a 4, Roman numeral 4. Same thing as that. It's a B flat. Let's throw a B flat in there. And the 1 chord. That's a piece of cake, right? I think. Let me think about that for a second. 1 chord in the key of F. I guess that's an F, so we'll put that in there. And we are done. Congratulations, you just transposed your first song, or part of a song. You know, I'm going to put up a PDF of G, key of G, with just the sharp, the one sharp there. And I want you to do the same thing for practice. And you could also, you could figure out what the rest of the song is, the second half of Let It Be, by counting up, because it is diatonic, it's in C, and all the numbers will correspond diatonically. I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it. It is a very basic level, this video, but I plan to continue the progressive bass series for quite a while and take it an increment at a time, like I learned it. And I would like to get to a point where it's intermediate and advanced, but that'll be a while, because I want to cover the beginner stuff very well. I want to not waste anyone's time. I want you to come here. You're only going to get a small bit each time instead of a whole bunch that you can only get a small part out of anyway. So hang in there. I'd love to hear some comments. Tell me what I'm doing, good or bad. I'm listening. Maybe you'll teach me something. So please subscribe, hit the bell. Until next time, thank you.